Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see, the Temple Owls taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Rams will kick it away to start us off. And he's not going to take the touchback. They drag him down at the 22. For the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. From the shotgun, the inside give. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Turning on the Jets. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Crank up this drive with the pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well.
Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Williamson. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going for it all. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Rams have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Rams come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The give to the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective.
There he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Rams are marching down the field. Handoff from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Caught over the middle. It's streaking. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The Rams line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado State.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring this one out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success.
He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Temple hoping to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. This offense has it with really good field position. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Owls. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. He spins that thing down the middle.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
You just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
High the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming.
Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking for a deep man. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sexton. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. They're working that left side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Rams moving quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pulls it in. It's Street. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it up. He'll take a shot. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Scanning the field, it's Williamson. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Wants to go up top on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Try to get it to the edge. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that.
Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Wants to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll try to pop the draw. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Rams come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. Working that left side now. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. And the Rams headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
No huddle offense to the line.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield. If he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open. He can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Snap it to the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Not a chance. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to pass, it's Williamson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. Blew it right into the teeth of double coverage. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete. So now it's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Street. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I don't know if if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Great coverage, great break on the ball, had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. A shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Shoots it to the left. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Colorado State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. Still on his feet at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Back to throw, it's Williamson. Got the quick pass. Turning it on. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
And back to the air on second down. Finds his tight end. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He lets one fly deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out they're trying to throw it to him. So we got to cover him, and we got to knock balls down and force incompletions.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They go to the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Touchdown Rams. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. You got to figure something out. You got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot. He's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Live with the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive to...
And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. At the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to threat the field position with the return. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run. Touchdown, Colorado State. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Liberty overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Lynchburg, these Flames gotta be thrilled with the result. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. It's Williamson. Skips away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. And it's his fourth interception of the night. It's a fumble on the play.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over, and they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Rams will hustle to the line. On On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. Another critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter. Surprise, surprise. Guess who they go to? That guy.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 1 more yard on this 2nd down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Rush is on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Touchdown, Colorado State. Fitted in the window for the score. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw, it's Williamson. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation.
He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a